Fish Besties, how's your day going? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing like a 2 to 3 month into the year check-in on how my journal planner ecosystem is going for 2026. I made a video late last year explaining and breaking down this ecosystem. So if you want a full explanation of why I use each of these and what they're all for, you can go check out that video. But for now, let's check in and see how this is working for me. Okay, here's all of my journals. I have 9 between journals and planners. 2 of them are planners. I would say like 6 of them are journals, and then 1 of them is my to-do list things because that's also necessary. Okay, but we're gonna go through each of them and talk about whether they're working or not working for me. First up is my content planner because this one is an essential for every day for me. I put in there everything I'm posting. I schedule it out so I don't have to stress what I'm gonna post next week. I mark it off whether it's for which apps. I mark it off whether it's ready. I mark it off whether it's scheduled. Honestly, it's just like very helpful for me to be able to look at and know that I've done all of this. Here's an example of one of them, color coded, marked on the side whether it's multiple posts, marked on the side whether it's a video or still. I'm very detailed in there and it helps me so much. I stay so on track of things. So this one works for me. This one's still perfect. Next is my personal planner, and this is just one of my biggest disappointments this year. I wanted this one because it opens up so I can see like the months and stuff. Honestly, I just haven't used it very much. It's not very helpful to me. I try to do gratitude and what I'm doing each day and stuff, and a lot of it ended up being very blank because I just have no motivation to design it or write in it really. I need to figure out how I'm going to utilize this for the rest of the year, and if next year I need to get a smaller planner or whatnot. It's in the works. It's not perfect yet. Next is my memory journal, and this is my favorite journal of all of them. Like, I love my reading journal to death, but my memory journal just is so beautiful to be able to look back on the things I've done throughout the year. It's just so fun. Some of this is probably a little personal, so don't like pause and read anything. But I just have such a good time being able to look back at all the fun events I went to and just all, I don't know. It's so fun to like, it's kind of like a junk journal where you scrapbook all the things you put in there. This is my favorite page, by the way. It's just so beautiful to be able to look back on and see all of that. I highly recommend you get a memory journal if this appeals to you because it's just so beautiful to be able to see all of those days throughout the year. Then, of course, we have my reading journals, which I think I've changed these up the most throughout the years. So, as you know, I have 2 journal system this year, and that is my one for all my challenges and fun stuff, and then the one for my reviews. So, this one has been going really, really well. I love that I have this space to be creative and do extra fun things in here without worrying about breaking up my reviews and stuff. And then this I was bothered by. My color coding here just does not work the way I wanted it to. Some of the colors are too close together and they blend with the other colors. So I need to maybe work on separating out different colors next time. Anyway, as I was saying, it's just nice to be able to have separate spaces for creativity versus reviews because I love making my reviews, but I also want to do extra things that I don't usually do. Like, this is a different arc tracker than the one I put in the beginning because it was just too crowded. But I'm able to make whatever I want in this one, you know? I don't have to worry about whether it works for the pages or there's a certain color scheme. This one I just do whatever. I haven't been keeping up with printing the photos for my monthly favorites or things like that. Even my monthly TBRs, I only have January and February in there, and I don't even have the favorite reads from each of those because I just have not kept up with printing those photos. But I know what my favorites are. I know what my TBR is. I just need to work on printing them on an adequate timeline. I will say I've been making a lot of challenges in here and I just cannot keep up with all of them, but they're for fun, so I'm not trying to stress myself out. Again, I need to print photos for these things because I have the January and February fairy loots. But I also made this cool book mail page to put down all the different book mail I get. Honestly, it's just whatever my heart desires to put in here, and it works so well. I have this reading statistics, that's fun as well. I don't know, it's just whatever my heart's calling to, I'll put it down in here, and it's just extra space to be fun and whimsy, I guess. Then we move on to my second reading journal, and as we know, this one's just for reviews, but it's working really well. I haven't been putting as much pressure on myself to make like a certain length of reviews and stuff. Usually I do 2 pages for two like full spreads for books that I've like enjoyed a lot, and that just means I have to write a lot more. I have to figure out how to fill the space just because I want to design more, but I've decided to just keep it short for the ones that I don't feel like doing that for. So some of these are just like 1 spread, some of these are 2 spreads, some of these I've like split up over the spread. It's just whatever works for me and whatever's fun for me, I guess, because I want to design, but I also don't want to stress myself out on trying to fill up the page either. So I think it's been working. I also haven't been sticking strictly to one color scheme. I have been changing it up, and I do like that because I felt like I was limiting myself a lot to my pink and neutrals theme. And while there is still a lot of pink and neutral, I've spread out to make it a little bit different and have some different themes throughout it. And I think that works. I'm pretty proud of most of these pages. Some of these did not work as well as others, but it's fun, right? So whatever. I don't know. Then we move on to my bullet journal, which, as you know from the first one, this is actually my bullet journal from last year. I just continued on it because I did not finish it. So here's where I started 2026, and I do not have many pages in here yet. I made a cool little social media tracker, which was just for fun, a pen pal tracker, this timeline thing that I never filled out. And then my January and February are in here. I haven't made March yet, but I just put like my reads, my media that I've watched, etc., etc. This is not super helpful to me. I don't think I need a bullet journal in the future. I just no. Then we have my reflections journal, which I'm not going to show you the inside because that's personal, but I haven't been using it as frequently as I used it last year, so I would like to get into writing in it a little bit more, but it's still helpful to me. I like being able to get in depth with myself. Then we have my to-do list, which still works amazingly. I rip out the pages once it's done, so I don't have that many pages left, but I have other quick small notebooks that I could rip pages out of for the future ones, but this helps me stay on track of things, so that's good. My content journal has been working well. I haven't used it very much. I don't have a lot to put in there right now, but it is nice to be able to like jot out all my thoughts, maybe sketch out pages that I want to make in my post, etc., etc. It's nice to be able to have that space dedicated to this where I can flip back through and see what I was planning, what I need to do, etc., etc. So this one does work. I like it. It's small and easy to carry around when I want to come up with content. And there's my check-in. Honestly, thinking about it overall, obviously I have a lot to work on and it's not the perfect system yet. But there are certain ones that are staples now that I know I'm going to always need, and it's going to help me every time, which include my memory journal, my book journal, my content planner. I feel like those ones are solid in my schedule. I think I still need to figure out maybe the perfect daily planner. I think maybe work on whether I even keep a bullet journal at all. There are some things to work out in the system, but I am happy with the ones that I do use very frequently. So now what about you? How are your journals and planners going so far this year? Do you have a system, or are you just watching this for fun? You don't really journal. Either way, let me know down below. I'd love to talk about your system. Well, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and hit that bell icon to see more content like this. And until next time, happy reading.